Right, so this is just a quick catch up from our Food Growers of Bolton project. So just a little bit of background before I proceed. So the Food Growers of Bolton project began initially as an online presence, and we set it up as a Facebook group to give advice and growing guidance to our growers during the COVID pandemic. So we were able to nip out under the guise of permitted exercise and drop plants off in people's gardens, and then would use the Facebook page to give them advice on how to grow the plants. And it's also proved to be useful generally for other people who grow food in Bolton. Lots of people have shared resources through the Facebook page, and we have around 450 members. So we decided over a year ago that we wanted to try and bring Food Growers of Bolton into the real world. So we got some funding from Transition Seed Fund and the National Lottery, and this year the project that we're delivering is to provide food growing groups, individuals and families with resources so that they're able to grow their own food either on site or at home. And up to now we've visited a few projects and we've done quite a few sessions with different groups. So basically we turn up with seed trays, fruit trees, fruit bushes, plug plants, a whole host of gardening stuff, and we get down and garden with them. And then as they're growing these edible plants, we're always there to give them advice. So today we're working inside my polytunnel at home, and we're potting on loads and loads of different plants that we're going to give away. So the project's really split up into two. So the first bit of the project is not far off over, and that's turning up at these different community venues and sorting people out with resources. The next bit of the project afterwards is going to involve giving loads and loads of plants away, and we're going to set up impromptu little stalls around different areas of Bolton, on the streets, on busy packed shopping days, and we're going to give loads of edible plants and advice to people, and also suggest that they join our Food Growers of Bolton page so that we can keep up with their growing efforts. So in terms of resources, because we're a little community group and because we are ethically motivated, we've been buying 99% of our resources from small family or independent suppliers. Take for instance these little plant pots here. We bought these from a car boot. We bought around 100 of them. These herb plug plants are from a small independent supplier. Virtually everything you can see here is from independent salespeople. We've been buying stuff online and from car boots. So everything that you can see in seed trays is going to be potted up and given away. And there's literally all sorts of stuff. I mean, we've got hundreds and hundreds of tomato plants, beans, squashes, all sorts really. We've got some fruit trees there nestling in that pan of water. They're going to be given away next week, and we just hope that we can continue with this project. And you know, our overall aim is to get as many people in Bolton growing fresh, nutritious, healthy food as possible. Despite the rubbish off politicians that inflation's under control, I'm still seeing the price of staples going up regularly. When I go to budget supermarkets, it's still going up on an almost weekly basis. I'm struggling myself to buy decent food. So, you know, if I'm struggling and I'm a gardener, lots of other people must be struggling a lot worse than I am who don't grow food. So yeah, here's where we're at the moment. So I'll just give you a quick pan around the polytunnel. So these chili plants are going to be going out very soon, and then these herb plugs that I've just literally potted on, some will be going out to a project next week, and some will be going to families that live nearby. Also these pots, they were an absolute bargain from an independent seller on eBay. If you were to buy these from some of the big corporate gardening retailers, they'd probably charge you around £2. I've paid about 90p for them for 5 litre pots. So we always try and look to get the best out of our funding that we're able to, because we realise, you know, money's donated by people in goodwill, so we like to spend it as best we can. So yeah, we've got all sorts going on in these seed trays. I'll just give you a quick peek. We've got cauliflower and gherkins in there. Not quite sure what we've got in there, but it's there's lots of things growing. Yeah, things are coming on a little bit under there, as we can see. Beetroot, I think. And then we've got these tomato plants. We've got some lettuce there, and we've got carrots in boxes. So that's where we're up to at the moment.